Angles in Geometry. This video created by Math GPS is for Texas 8th grade math and correlates to Common Core standards for 8th grade as well. Relationships in geometry often involve angles. Three important relationships include angle sums and exterior angles of triangles, angles created when parallel lines are cut by a transversal, and angle-angle criterion for similarity of triangles. Consider the relationship between a triangle and its interior angle measures. Number 1, triangle interior angles total 180 degrees. In the triangle shown, 45 degrees plus 65 degrees plus 70 degrees equals 180 degrees. Number 2, an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. In the diagram, the exterior angle that is adjacent to the 70-degree interior angle is equal to the sum of the opposite triangle interior angles, 45 degrees plus 65 degrees. 45 degrees plus 65 degrees equals 110 degrees. Notice also that the adjacent angles, 70 degrees and 110 degrees, when added, equal 180 degrees because they form a line. The exterior angle adjacent to the 65-degree interior angle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles of the triangle, 45 degrees plus 70 degrees. 45 degrees plus 70 degrees equals 115 degrees. Notice also that the adjacent angles, 65 degrees and 115 degrees, when added, equal 180 degrees because they too form a line. The exterior angle adjacent to the 45-degree interior angle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles of the triangle, 65 degrees plus 70 degrees. 65 degrees plus 70 degrees equals 135 degrees. Notice again that the adjacent angles, 45 degrees and 135 degrees, when added together, equal 180 degrees. Because they too form a line. And then finally, number 3, the sum of the three exterior angles of a triangle total 360 degrees. 135 degrees plus 115 degrees plus 110 degrees equals 360 degrees. A second angle relationship we study in geometry is the relationship between angles created when parallel lines are cut by a transversal. When parallel lines are cut by a transversal, two sets of congruent angles are formed. The first set is shaded blue. The four acute angles shown in blue are equal in measure. Each of the acute angles measures 60 degrees. Now the second set of congruent angles is shaded blue. They are obtuse congruent angles. Can you guess the measure of the angles? Each of the obtuse angles measures 120 degrees. When parallel lines are cut by a transversal, 8 adjacent supplementary angle pairs are formed. Supplementary angle measures total 180 degrees. In the diagram, the obtuse angle measuring 120 degrees and the acute angle measuring 60 degrees form one supplementary pair. A second pair is shown. A third set, a fourth set, a fifth set, a sixth set, a seventh set, and an eighth set is shown. A third angle relationship we study in geometry is using angle measures in triangles to prove that the triangles are similar. Triangle ABC and triangle XYZ are shown. Angle A measures 57 degrees, angle C measures 70 degrees. Two triangles are similar if two corresponding angles are congruent to one another. So, if we measure angle X and angle Z, we can determine if these two triangles are similar. Angle X measures 57 degrees and angle Z measures 70 degrees. We can now say the two triangles are similar. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. Let's look at some problems. Problem 1. In the diagram shown, a triangle lies on a ray. What is the value of X? The value of X is 145 because the opposite interior angles of the triangle total 145 degrees. 109 degrees plus 36 degrees equals 145 degrees. Problem 2. In the diagram shown, find the value of A, B, and C. The value of A is 144 because the opposite interior angles of the triangle total 144 degrees. 68 degrees plus 76 degrees equals 144 degrees. The value of B is 112 because the opposite interior angles of the triangle total 112 degrees. 36 degrees plus 76 degrees equals 112 degrees. And finally, the value of C is 104 because the opposite interior angles of the triangle total 104 degrees. 36 degrees plus 68 degrees equals 104 degrees. Problem 3. In the diagram, line P is parallel to line T, and line M intersects lines P and T. What are the values of X and Y? The value of X should be 79 because the acute angles in the diagram are congruent to one another. The value of Y should be 101 because the adjacent angles form a supplementary pair. Together, they total 180 degrees. Problem 4. In the diagram, line P is parallel to line T, and line M intersects lines P and T. Based on the identified angle measure, label all remaining angle measures in the diagram. It's probably easiest to begin with the congruent angles. The obtuse angles all measure 138 degrees. Then we can calculate the acute angles. The acute angles measure 42 degrees because they form supplementary pairs with the 138 degree angles. Problem 5. 3 triangles are shown. Which 2 are similar? Triangle ABC is similar to triangle KLM because two corresponding angles of the triangles are congruent. Angle B is congruent to angle L. They each measure 51 degrees. And angle C is congruent to angle M. They each measure 54 degrees. Problem 6. Are all isosceles right triangles similar? Why or why not? Yes, all isosceles right triangles are similar. It is easy to see that they have two corresponding congruent angles. In isosceles right triangles, there are always two corresponding 45-degree angles. Texas 8th grade students must establish facts about angle relationships in geometry. This video was produced by Math GPS and may be downloaded from our website. Thanks for watching.